Yesterday we have chance to do the things. One is called as how to create the source database, how to create the target database, how to import the source into the Informatica, how to import the target into the Informatica. These are the two things what you understand, two hands-ons. Now today we'll go and try to do some more things. Before that, let me open our document, whatever available. So this is the document what we are using. We completed the hands-on one, source and target import. In the exercise 1 we completed importing a source schema. Exercise 2 we completed importing a target schema. Now we need to do a hands-on 2, that is called as creating mapping. Okay, let us go for the creating mapping. So before going for this creating mapping, what is mapping you need to understand, right? What is mapping you need to understand. For that, let us take our design and execution process document and we'll try to understand what is the mapping means. So we understand yesterday what is the source and all. Today we'll go and try to understand what is the mapping. Okay, mappings. So what is the mapping is, by the end of this section you will be familiar with the mapping designer interface. The mapping designer interface, where it is, how it looks like, transformation objects and views, and source qualifier transformation. What is the source qualifier transformation also we are going to understand, and what is the expression transformation also we are going to understand. Next, what is the mapping validation, how to do the mapping validation we are going to understand. So these are the things what we are going to understand. Let us go for the first thing, that is called as, this is what the mapping designer window. Mapping designer window. If you see here, I have yesterday we learned about, this is called as source analyzer. This is called as our target analyzer. This one whatever available, it's called as now mapping designer. That's what we are seeing here, mapping designer name. Mapping designer name we are seeing. Okay. Now if you see the mapping designer, I have the source is available. Some source, some transformations are going on, some target is going on here. This kind of rules we are going to define here. In this one, this is called as transformation toolbar. Whatever we are seeing, this total thing is called as transformation toolbar. And this is called as mapping list. Suppose if I open multiple mappings, 2 or 3 mappings if I open, I can change one mapping to another mapping by using this drop down. Now here I have the iconized mappings. That means within the mapping I may have source, I may have target, I may have internally some transformations I may have. These all things will be icons wise, it will be visible. That's what the mapping designer window. Now if you see the next window, next thing that is called as transformation objects used in this class. We have a number of transformations available. One of the transformation is called as source qualifier. The purpose is read data from a plot file or relational sources. Yesterday we imported one table that is called as employee table as a source, right? From the table we need to read the data, means how we can read it. We can read using source qualifier. And down the line come to understand expression. Expression is useful to do calculation at the row level. Let us say I have salary column is available. I want to calculate the tax column. Salary of the RAM is 5,000. Then I want to calculate the tax, means how to calculate that one. 5,000 into 0.1 will do, right? That kind of row level calculation if you want to do, we can do it. Like this, one by one transformation is useful. We'll try to understand one by one. As of now, our focus of this lesson is understanding only these two things. One is called as source qualifier, second is called as expression. Learning this all one by one is nothing but our Informatica course. Okay, the continuation of the transformations, like this normalizer transformation, rank, union, these all things are available. Now transformation views, if you see here, a transformation has three views. One is, this is called as iconized view. Okay, iconized shows the transformation relational to the rest of the mapping. This is how it is going to show it, iconized wise. And next is normal view, show the flow of data through the transformation. This is how the flow is going, what is coming input, what is going as a output it is going to give. Next, edit mode. Edit mode means if I want to add one more column here, if I want to delete one column, or if I want to change the data type, if I want to change the size of this one, anything, or I want to change the formula, those all things I can do in this one. So these are the 3 modes available for transformation. This is called as different views of the transformation. We can see 3 ways. We can see, view is nothing but seeing. we can see in three ways. One is icon wise, second is called as normal way, third is called as edit mode. Now next is called as source qualifier transformation. Source qualifier transformation represents the source record set queried by the server. Mandatory in mapping using relational or plot file sources. If you are using source as any relational database, or if you are using source as any one plot file, there is notepad or anything, it is mandatory. Without this one, we cannot create our mapping. Without this one, we cannot create our mapping. Now ports available here is, one is called as all our input ports or output ports. If you see in the ports tab here, if you want I can show it quickly. If you go to the, designer is not open. Let me open the designer window. All programs. Next what sir? Informatica. Next client, Power Center client, then Power Center designer. Yesterday we worked from this window only. That designer I am opening. Shortly it is going to open. Yeah, it's open. Now whatever tips window is there, close that one, maximize it. I am trying to connect your repository. Your repository this one, right? Connect it. Password also, what's sir? Administrator. Now suppose yesterday whatever source is available, that source I will try to utilize it. Right click and try to open this one. Now I want to create one mapping, means first I need to go to which tool sir? Mapping designer tool I need to go. This is called as mapping designer. In the mapping designer tool, once we go, then we have here mappings menu bar. From there I can do for create one mapping. If I click on this create button, then it is asking you what is the name of this mapping. What is the name of this mapping? I am giving name of the mapping as, let us say, test I am giving. Let us give the name as test. So one mapping is inserted here, that is called as, this is what the mapping is inserted. Test mapping is inserted. As of now in this test mapping, do I have any source objects sir? Any target objects? Any transformations? So a mapping is nothing but combination of these three things, correct or not? A mapping is nothing but combination of source information, target information, transformation logic. Now let us say if I have your source, that source I am trying to drag and drop into work area. This employee available, that employee I am trying to drag and drop like this. Whenever I drag and drop employee, automatically we got one more thing that is called as one thing, that is what sir? Source qualifier. This is what we are talking now. If I double click on the source qualifier, they are getting one mode that is called as edit mode. This is called as normal mode. This is called as icon mode. Now I am going for normal mode and double click will get the edit mode. Double click is always need to and the header of this one. Header. Then go to the one tab. The tab is called as ports tab. Here if you want to add one port, if you want to change the data types or whatever you want to do, you can do it. So this is what I am trying to talk about it here. If you go for your PowerPoint, I am saying ports are available, two types of ports. One is input port, second is called as output port. If you see here, this is called as input, this is called as output. Two types of ports are available. Next is usage. What is the advantage of the source qualifier? What is the advantage of the source qualifier? It is useful to convert data types. If you want to convert one data type into another data type, you can convert it. And one more point is here. In our Oracle database, I have number data type is available, right? But Informatica don't know number is what. Okay. So in Informatica level, if you let us go and see here. See this one, Informatica level, if you go and see here, do I have anywhere some number sir? It has what, generic is what sir? Decimal is available. So in the database level I have this as a number, I am trying to convert into what sir? Decimal I am converting. These data types are called as Informatica specific data types. Whatever data type we have in the Oracle database, the database will be mapped with one of these databases, don't worry. All the data types, whatever available in the Oracle database, or in SQL Server database, or DB2 database, those all things are supported in Informatica. But these are tool-oriented data types. In same number data type, whatever available in our Informatica, we are calling that as decimal. In our Informatica, we are calling it as decimal. That's what I written in the first point. That point is called as it is useful to convert the data types. Next, for relational sources, modify SQL statement user defined joins, source filters you can put, sorted ports you can put, select the distinct, and free load and post SQL load. These are all things you can do. First, one by one we'll do it. For relational sources, what is the meaning of relational sources? Our database table, right? Our database table. For database table, these all options are available. First option is called as modify SQL statement. What is the meaning of modify SQL statement? Is if you go for the designer, cancel it. Now let us say you are taking a target also available. What is the target, sir? If you go for the navigator window here, your target is available. The target also I am trying to drag and drop into the work area. Now, for clarity purpose, I close the navigator window. Now I am trying to connect here. Employee ID is equal to your employee ID. I am connecting. I connected employee ID is equal to employee ID. That means what, sir? In the source table, whatever employee ID information is available, that employee ID information I want to move here. That is what my aim. Correct or not? Now, if I want to understand, what is the query it is created backend. If I double click on the source qualifier, ports is we know already. Let us go for next is what? Properties. That was first one is available. Is called as SQL query. If I go for the SQL query here, if I want to see the what is the query it will be generated is, what is your source system, sir? RR underscore source is available, right? Let us take one thing, anything, and run it in for source. I'm taking here username. Go, that's another project. Right. If you go, one moment, sir. One moment. Okay. If I go for the ODBC data source here, okay, then username and password. If I click on here generate SQL, it is going to generate SQL whatever it is required. Yes or no, sir? If you want to override this one, let us say you want to write your own SQL, you can write own SQL also here. If you want to write your own SQL, you can write your own SQL also. That is what the meaning of this point. That point is called as what, sir? Modify your SQL statement. Modify your SQL statement. Whatever SQL statement is generated here, that one if you want to modify it, you can modify it. If I want to write here, let us say where employee ID is equal to where employee ID is equal to, let us say 101 I am writing. Still if I go and validate this one, it is validating or not, sir? Invalid username password log undefined. One, two, three. Validate. Our C is what, sir? SDB 002 only, right? But the ODB's data source connection is what, sir? Did I select it correctly? What we given? Yesterday we created, right? What is it? Now is the name we given? RRI tech source or what? Not available. B181 HDBU Excel UV source 100 info source. We created what, sir, yesterday? Sources we went and we created here import from database. We created one connection, right? What is the connection we created, sir, yesterday? RR source 1. But the RR source 1 is not there. Not the RR source 1, it is something else. Okay. Let me see the name how you given. I forgot actually. You need to remember that. We might given as TDBU is available, right? RRITech underscore target is available here. So maybe I given RRITech target. From where I can see that? I cannot see. Once I imported, what is the name? RRITech 002 source. RRITech 002 source. So if you go and see sources, import, we should have here RRITech 002 source. But it's not appearing. You understand what is the problem I'm facing, right? Yesterday we created one thing that is not appearing now. What is the reason I am looking for it? Okay, let us see in the directory it is available or not. My computer, we deleted or what? I'm not sure. I think normally I won't delete it. I won't delete anything normally. Let us go and see it. Administrative tools, data sources ODBC, then system DSN. Then if you go and see here, do I have the RRITech source? Something this is not available. Even target also not available, right? Source and target both are not available. Okay, we'll create one. What is our thing, sir? Finish. What is the name? RRITEC 002 underscore source. RRITEC 002 underscore source. And what is the name? We given the name as ORCL. What is the user ID? SDBU 002 test connection. And we given RR capital, ITech small 1 2 3. Okay. As of now, this one is enough. Let us go and check this one. Functionality we are checking is here. We are checking the functionality. Going to the properties, we are checking here that one it is appearing or not. RRT 002 source, now it is appearing. Somehow it is deleted. Something is happening in previous batches. Normally I won't touch it. Okay, but someone is practiced or how it is. I don't know. Let us go for SDBU. Next what, sir? 002 RR capital ITech small 1 2 3. Click on generate SQL. Click on validate. It is validated. No errors detected. If I want to write any customizations on this one, can I write manually or not, sir? Where employee ID is equal to, let us say 101 I am writing. Click on validate. Still is what, sir? No errors. So this was the meaning of this point. If you want to modify the SQL statement, you can modify the SQL statement. Okay. Now next property is available that is called as user defined join. Down the line you are taking two tables you are taking. If you want to provide one join, you can provide the user defined join. If I want to create one filter, let us say source filter, by saying employee number is equal to 101 you want to create. You can create the source filter also. Sorted ports, if you want to send the sorted port input to here, then you can go for the sorted ports. Next, select distinct one, only distinct records only you want, you can select the distinct. And free SQL and PostgreSQL, I'll talk these things later point of time. As of now, leave it. These are the different properties, whatever available in the source qualifier transformation. So only one point you need to understand regarding source qualifier is mainly for reading the source qualifier is useful. What is the main advantage, sir? Reading the source qualifier is useful. The source qualifier is mandatory in mapping using what, sir? If you are using relational database or plot file, if you are using, it is mandatory. If you are using relational database or plot file, it is a mandatory one. It is useful to represent the source record set queried by the server. It is querying. Querying means what, sir? Reading the data from the source. Our source may be a relational database or it may be a plot file. These all things down the line we come to understand how to modify the SQLs, user-defined giant, these all things. These all are different properties available. What is the advantage of these properties come to understand down the line. Am I clear? Right. Now. Correct. Exactly. Okay, question is here, let me put in this way. What is trying to ask the question is, if I click on the cancel this one, go to the ports. If you go for the decimal, I have here decimal is available, double is available, integer is available. Yeah, if integer is, if in your database level, integer is available, we'll try to map with the integer. In the database level, normal number is available, we'll try to map with the decimal. In the database, let us say date is available, we'll try to map with the date and time. Like that. Okay. So, we come to understand these things more clearly while you are doing the practice and all. Fine. If people understand what is the source qualifier transformation is doing, next, some functions are available here. Those functions are ASCII, character code, these all things are Informatica functions. Character related things are available. One other thing is what, sir? Concat. Concat is for the purpose of what, sir? Backward compatibility only. Use concatenation operator instead. That means actually one performance issue is there, sir. CO and CAT is nothing but it is useful for the concatenation purpose. But this concatenation is not that much of performance wise good. The reason this symbol we will try to use instead of this one. Am I clear? This symbol we will try to use instead of this one. Now, like this, we have some functions are available. We come to understand down the line what are the functions. These are all things. Different functions I given here. Those things we come to understand down the line. Okay. Now, let us go and try to create the mapping first. To create the mapping, we have one exercise here. Let us go for the creating mapping exercise. Answer to creating mapping. What we are going to learn in this creating mapping? We are going to learn this exercise in this lab are designed to familiarize the student with the process of creating a mapping. The student will also learn to navigate within the mapping designer tool. End of this one, we are going to understand how to open the mapping designer tool, how to create the new mapping, how to create an expression transformation, how to link the source transformations and targets within a mapping, how to link one to other. And also we are coming to understand modify and add ports to an expression transformation, how to add one port or how to modify one port, we come to understand it. And also how to validate your mapping is correctly built or not, how to validate the mapping, these all things we are trying to understand. The completed mapping should looks like this. We have the employee source followed by source qualifier followed by expression transformation followed by target. This is what it is available. Okay. Now let us go and try to do this one. I am going for down. Then exercise 1, creating what's a mapping. In the creating mapping, in this exercise, the student will create a mapping that represents the data flow between the table, employee table to where, sir? ODS employee. Yesterday, you imported employee table as a source, remember or not? And we imported ODS underscore employee table as a target. Now, these two things we are trying to use in the mapping and we are trying to create the mapping. Mapping is nothing but combination of 3 informations. Mapping is nothing but combination of how many informations, sir? 3 informations. One is called as source information, target information, next what, sir? Transformation logic. Source information, target information, transformation logic. Now, as a mapping represents the data flow between source and targets, how it is moving from source to target is going to represent. The instructions defined in the mapping tell the Informatica server how to read the data, how to transform the data, how to load the data, nothing but write the data. So this mapping is responsible how to read the data from the source, how to transform that one, how to load the data into the target. These are all 3 activities we are going to do in the mapping. For that, let us go to the open the mapping designer tool. Already we know how to open the mapping designer tool. In the navigator window, select the RITech folder. select RIT folder and open that one. Select tools, mapping designer, click on the mapping designer button in the toolbar. One way is directly you can click on this one, sir. Okay, other way is you can go to the tools menu here. If you click on the mapping designer also, it's going to open out, sir, mapping designer. But quickest way is from here you can do that one. That is the quickest way. One more way is what, sir? Go to the tools menu, mapping designer in the notes I given. That's what I given. Tools and mapping designer I given. Am I clear? Yes. Now create a new mapping. We are trying to create the mapping. Yes, yes, madam. Please go ahead with this one. Yes, madam. You there? Yeah,
yes, I'm here.
Okay, okay. Try to create a mapping by following the steps. Select mappings, create it. Go to the mappings menu. Go to the mappings menu. Mappings menu. First click on the mapping designer. Then go to the mappings menu. Mappings menu bar. Mappings menu. Then click on what, sir? Create. Click on create. Now I need to create and give the name. While you're giving the names also, I recommend you people to use whatever names I am suggesting here. Why? Because down the line, suddenly in some other exercise, I am asking as, go and modify this mapping I am saying. At that moment that mapping it is not available, is a problem, right? Yes or no, sir? Try to use the same names, whatever I am suggesting here. Of course, you can use any names, but to follow my notes, whatever recommended names are there, that names only you need to utilize. Am I clear? Right. And standardization is always will try to use M is the starting letter, that is small letter, and ODS underscore employee means that is what our target table name, right? We'll use the target table name as a mapping part. That target table we are trying to load it. I created a mapping, but of course in this one as of now there is no source is available, there is no target is available, right? Now we'll try to map the source and targets. For that, let us follow next one. Click on OK button. Next what, sir? Add source and target definitions. In the navigator window, expand sources and analytic source nodes and locate employee source definition. This is what the employee source definition. Drag and drop the employee source definition to the far left side of the workspace. In the navigator window, expand the targets node and locate the ODS underscore employee. This is the ODS underscore employee. And drag and drop the ODS underscore employee target definition to far right side of the workspace. The workspace should look as follows. This is how it is looking like. Now, note that an object called as SQ underscore employee is automatically added to the mapping above. This transformation object is called as what, sir? Source qualifier, and is required with all relational and plot file sources. For all relational databases or plot file sources is the mandatory object. Without this one you cannot create it. The job of this one is what, sir? It is going to read the information from the source. It is going to read the information from the source. Some more properties are available. User defined giants, override, is all this will try to understand later point of time. Now, automatically when an instance of the employee source definition was added to the mapping. Now, let us go and try to do this, madam. Yes. Drag and drop employee. Drag and drop employee. Under the sources, you need to see the sources. This is this is what our navigator. This is what the source is. This is what the source folder. Next, targets folder. From the source folder, from RIT source, drag and drop employee over there. Yes. Whenever you drag and drop, automatically we got one thing. That is what, sir? That is called as source qualifier. This is what the meaning. The source qualifier advantage is it is useful to read the information from the source. Similarly, drag and drop target also to the workspace. And target drag and drop beside source qualifier, right side of the source qualifier. Right side of the source qualifier. No, don't go far away. Okay. Now, if you are facing any problem, then you can later point of time also you can move this one. Like this, can move this one. To make your workspace more space, what you can do is you can close the navigator window. You can close the navigator window, repository navigator window. Close the repository navigator window. Yes, that one, correct. Down the line, if you want again repository navigator window, you can go to the views menu and you can click on what, sir? Navigator window, again it will come. Or we have the shortcut. The shortcut is what, sir? Here toggle the repository navigator window, you can toggle that one. Okay, always once you dragging and dropping the sources are completed, is best practice to close that window and try to work here. Am I clear? Right. Now let us move on to the next one. The next one is rename and examine the source qualifier transformation. Edit SQL employee by double clicking on the header. The edit transformation dialog box appears. Click the rename button. Give the name as what, sir? SQ_employee. Yes, madam. Please try to do that. Copy this SQ_employee first. Okay, you can. It is a small letters you want. That's it. Double click. Double click. There I have in the transformations window. At the last we have one option. That is what, sir? Rename option. Right side we have the rename option. Click on it. Now I want to change this as small sq. Instead of capital SQ, I want small SQ_employee. That's what I give in the suggestion. Okay, we know now how to rename one transformation. Any transformation we need to rename like this only, sir. Any transformation we need to rename like this only. Okay, renaming is completed. Click on OK. That is done. Next is, if you go and see, click OK, click Apply. Click on the Ports tab to view the ports names, data types, precisions, and scales. If you click on this Ports tab, here what the port name is available. In Informatica, a port is called as, in the database, a column. In the database, column is called as what, sir? In Informatica, port it is called as. Now, if I want to remove one port, I can use this delete button. If I want to create one port, I can use this new button. If I want to create similar to this port, one more port I want to create, I can use what, sir? Copy and paste options. If I want to reorder this one, if you want to move upwards or downwards, I can use this up and down arrow marks. And this is called as data type, precision, scale. This one we are using as input, it's coming from the source, is going to the output. We cannot modify this one if you want to modify also. Am I clear? Right. Now that's what the meaning of Ports tab, what you are verifying. Click on OK button to close the dialog box. That is completed. Next is what, sir? Creating an expression transformation. If you see closely these two things, if you observe closely, I have employee ID, I can connect with the employee ID, no issues. I have type code, I can connect with the type code, no issues. I have date ID is available, I can connect with the date ID, no issues. However, I have here first name, last name, two things are available, but I have here what, sir? Only one thing, name is available. Now I want to concatenate this first name and last name, and I need to provide to name or not, sir? That means I need to perform one transformation here. The transformation is what, sir? Concatenating first name and last name and converting into the full name. Combining first name and last name and converting into what, sir? Full name. That's what the transformation we are doing. Any type of calculation if we want to do, we need to use one transformation. The transformation is called as expression transformation. What is that, sir? Expression transformation, we need to use it. Okay, right. We'll try to use the expression transformation, but before that I want to show you one slide. Anyhow, we came to the word that is called as transformation. So I want to show you one slide. If you go for the transformation introduction slide, these transformations are divided into two types, sir. One is called as passive transformation. Second is called as active transformations. What is the meaning of passive transformation? You see this diagram? I am giving 14 rows to the input of the expression transformation. How many rows coming as output, sir? Same 14. Number of source records input is equal to number of records output. Then we can call that as a passive. How many records I am giving as input, same number of records coming as output also, then it is called as what, sir? Passive. Whereas here, if you see here 40 records I am giving as input, but coming out is what, sir? This is called as what, sir? Active. Actively it is stopping it. Previously what, sir? It is like a bypass road. It is allowing everything. It is allowing everything. So this is called as passive transformation. It is called as active transformation. It is called as passive. It is called as active transformation. Now, we can use some transformations as connected transformations, some transformation as unconnected. If you see here, is it this transformation is connected, sir? It's not connected. If it's not connected, it's called as unconnected transformation. If it is connected, then it's called as connected transformation. Those things we come to understand down the line. As of now, we'll go for our exercise that is called as, we are trying to use one transformation expression, right? Expression transformation is a passive or active, sir? In expression transformation, how many records I am giving, that means same records will come out or not? Suppose we are doing first name, last name, concatenation we are doing, sir. In my database available Ram and Reddy. These are the two columns available. One record only, right? This one record will go as a one record or not, sir? Just it is combined, it will go. That means in my source, how many records are available? In my targets also same number of records will go or not? You understand my point or not? Yeah, it's coming from two columns. Two columns will be merging into the single column. Two columns will be combining into the single column. But the number of records in the source and number of records in the target are same or not? In my company, I have 10 employees are available. Same 10 employees, first name, last name I am maintaining here. Same 10 employees, full name I am maintaining here. That's it. Number of records increasing or decreasing is not happening because of this expression transformation. Number of records increasing is not, decreasing is not happening. Not happening. That is called as what, sir? Passive transformation. It's called as passive transformation. Number of records are not decreasing. Yes. Number of increasing case will not be there, sir. Number of records are not decreasing. So in the source I am giving 14 records means target also will get the 14 records only. That is called as passive transformation. Now we'll try to incorporate this passive transformation. How we can do that is, this is how we can do it. We can start from here. Okay, let me guide you. Yeah. Now this was the work area. If you observe here toolbar, in the toolbar we have one of the options that is called as what, sir? Expression transformation is available, right? If I click on this expression transformation, immediately your cursor is changing as one kind of plus symbol, correct or not? Wherever you click now, that in that place, what is coming, sir? Expression transformation is coming. This is the one way how to take one transformation into work area. If I want, let us say tomorrow, some other transformation, aggregator transformation, I can click on that one. I can click on here. We are getting what, sir? Aggregator transformation. Down the line, if you want to look up transformation, you can click on that one. We are getting what, sir? Look up transformation. So what I would like to say is, simply you need to click on that one, and you need to click on here, then automatically you get corresponding transformation. This is a one way. Another way is, you can go to the transformations menu bar. You can go to the transformations menu bar. From there also you can create it. Now we'll try to create from the transformations menu bar. Go to the transformations menu bar, madam. Go to the transformations menu bar, not toolbar, menu bar, yeah. Create. Then in the drop down of that one, by default is source qualifier. In the drop down of that one, we have one thing that is called as expression transformation. In the drop down of that one, we have one thing that is called as expression transformation. Now try to give some name. Give some name here. Expression transformation. Then give here some name. Whatever name I am suggesting, give the same name. I am suggesting here as be concatenated. Select the transformation checkbox before the target is loaded. First name, last name, ports each row must be concatenated. This concatenation is called as okay. Somewhere I am suggesting some name, sir. Okay. The SQL can press source qualifier control key and do this one. Rename expression transformation. Here I am doing this one. Double click on the header of the expression transformation, rename, and I am trying to give the name as what, sir? EXP underscore ODS underscore employee. You can give any name, sir, basically. But I am asking you to follow my document. That's it. Give the same name, paste it. Now click on create. Click on done. Now we have here expression transformation is came, but unfortunately in this one as of now nothing is available, right? For clarity purpose I am minimizing it. Now this is what the expression transformation is available. Now I want to take these all things as input here, and I want to create one more port, right? Let us follow this one. You come to understand. Let us go for link the source qualifier to a, sir, expression transformation. Step 6. In the SQL employee source qualifier, hold down the control key and select the following ports: employee ID, first name, last name, date, right, type code. Drag the ports to an empty line of the expression transformation object and release the mouse button. Let us go and do that, madam. Yes, please do it. Select all the ports. Yes, good job. Very good job. Drag and drop, those all things. You need to hold it. Mouse and you need to hold it. Hold that one. Yes, that is the way. So like this, you need to drag and drop. We are moving source qualifier to here, sir. Expression transformation, we moved it. That's what we dragged and dropped, and also we renamed the step 7 is already completed, right? Renaming is done. Step 8 is what, sir? Modify, add ports to the expression transformation. Select the ports tab, go to the ports tab, disable the output ports for first name and last name. What is the meaning is, are you going to connect first name and last name to this one target, sir? No, right? It is not going to the output. You got my point, right? Double click on the expression transformation, madam. Double click on expression transformation. Header, always header only. The color part. Yes. Now go to the ports tab. First name and last name, whatever available, I don't want to connect to the target. So remove the output port, output option. Disable the output option. Disable the under O, disable that one. Good job, good job. Disable it. Last name also disable it. If you disable like that, what is going to happen? Unnecessarily your output port will not come. If someone by mistake you want to connect also, if you see here, it is not allowing you to connect. You see here, cannot start a connector in an input only port. It is what's the input only port because we disable the output. Now double click on this one. I want to create here one more thing that is called as full name, right? That's what I am trying to do. Next one. If you see here, click on the last name column, click on the add button to add a new port. I want to add the name column as a fourth position. Which position, sir? Fourth position I want to add. That is the reason I am selecting the third position. Select the third position, last name. Last name. Click on the add port. Click on the add port. Right side we have the add port option. Yeah, this is called as add a new port option. Then immediately we got what's a new field we got. That new field I would like to rename as name. Rename as name. Rename as name. Name. N-A-M-E, name. Good. And this name is string or not, sir? Data type is what, sir? String only. And the size is what, sir? We are concatenating first name and last name is 25 plus 25, 50. You may expecting on space also between first name and last name, right? That space means that is one character, 51 characters. So minimum is we need to give 51 characters. If you give something more means no issues. But you should not give less. We should not give less. Minimum you need to give as 51. You should give more also if you want to give it. No issues. But you should not give less. So she given 54, that is okay. Anything is you can give it. Now, this one is coming from source, sir. This column coming from source. From source employee table, is this column is coming? No. You need to disable the input port. Then only we can define the expression. If see here, expression is enabled now, right? If input port is enabled, then expression will be disabled. If it is coming from the source, expression we cannot write it. You need to take from the source only. If you want to write the expression means you need to disable the input port. And what is variable port? I am going to discuss later point of time. V stands for variable port. V stands for variable port. Right. Now let us go for the next one. We disable that one. We are giving the name also. The name is what, sir? Name underscore out we given. If you want to give the same name, give the name as name underscore out. That means what, sir? It is going to the output. And also this out and in these things will be given as a small letters. What happened? Caps lock out. Okay. Name it is going to the target. That is the reason I am giving as out. Now I want to define your expression. Click on this one. This is what the expression window is going to open. Delete this name. And whatever first name is available, take that first name. This is my first name. Double click on it. Then I want to do what, sir? Concatenation. Then I am looking for one space also, right? Space you want means single quote. Do the single quote. Then what, sir? Space. Single quote. Again what, sir? Concatenation. Next what, sir? Last name. Click on that. Did you understand this one? We are trying to concatenate first name with the space and the result with the last name. Am I clear? Sorry. No. Between Ram Reddy is available means Ram and Reddy between some space I am expecting, right? How my result I want is like this. I want result. Ram and Reddy between some space I am expecting. There is a space I given here. Space is a character, right? That is the reason I given the single quotes also. Space is a character. That is the reason I given the single quote. Between single quote I have the space. So that's what the meaning of this expression. If you go and see, that's what I am trying to do here. Name underscore out from the quotes tab. This is what the first name, single quotes, last name I am trying. Till here we completed already. These are steps. If you do one by one step, that's what we are going to give it. Am I clear? Click on validate. Once it is done, click on this validate button. Expression passed successfully. Suppose by mistake if you written something else here, let us say something else you written, click on validate, it is going to throw the error. Okay, it won't allow you to do some mistakes. Immediately it is going to throw the error if you do any mistakes. Click on validate, click on OK, click on OK, click on OK. We completed creating the name. Now we can connect these two things into what's our target. If you see here, link the target definitions. Employee ID to what's our employee ID, name underscore out to name, date height to date height, type code to type code. We'll try to connect all the things. Let us go and try to connect, madam. Employee ID to employee ID. Employee ID, only one column, right? Employee ID to employee ID. Carefully need to drag and drop. I'll show you one thing. Once you selected this one, hold your mouse and make sure that is coming like this. Then drag and drop like this. Okay, do the same for the date height. Date height to date height. Date height to date height. Next. Type code to type code. Type code to type code. Type code to type code. Next is what, sir? Name out to name. Name out to name. Name out. Sir, sorry. We have to hold the mouse only. Yeah, correct. Name out to name. Now we did all the things, right? Okay, if you want to do automatically this connections, then what we can do is you can right click in the empty space here. Then we have an option that is called as auto link. If you click on auto link, by position I want to do it. That means first column here, first column, second column, second column, third column, like that. Apply now. No transformation has been selected to link to. Okay. Apply now. What is happening, sir? First column is connected to the first column, second column connected to the second column, third column connected to the third column, fourth column connected to the fourth column. Yes or no? Like this we can connect it. That is what the position by position. Now if I want to do by name also, I can do the name wise. Right click, then what, sir? Auto link by what, sir? Name. Select the target from this to this I am going. Click on apply now. Click on OK. But however, the name is here, name is available here. Name is what, sir? Name out is available. Both are not matching. That is the reason it is not connecting. Those kind of things you need to do manually. If you want to do it, you can do manually later point of time. Okay. Okay, these are all things we did. Now if you organize this one, right click in the workspace. There I have an option that is called as arrange all iconic. This is how your tool is coming now. From employee to where, sir? Source qualifier to expression transformation, expression to our target is going like this. So once you did like that, this mapping is correct or not? This mapping is correct or not? How I come to understand? You can go to the repository menu. There I have an option that is called as what, sir? If I click on the save, then automatically it is saying as what, sir, mapping test is valid. If any problems are there, it's going to tell the problems also to you. Let us say I am disconnecting these all connections. I don't have any connections with the target, right? Now if you go for the repository menu, click on save, then it's saying as what, sir? What is the reason also is going to give it? Transformation expression ODS employee as no output links. Mapping must have at least what, sir? One loadable target. At least one target should be there. That means what, sir? Down the line you may have multiple targets also, right? Down the line you may have multiple targets also, may be possible. But at least is what, sir? One target should be there. Now let us try to connect these two things again. I'm trying to connect it. Let's go for auto link. By position I am doing. Click on apply now. Click on OK. Okay. That's how we can save. That's how we can save the things also. Let's go for the repository menu now. Click on save. It is valid now. It is valid. Am I clear this point? Okay. So this was the mapping, how to create it. Mapping we created. Then next is what, sir? Validate the mapping, save the mapping, save the repository, and observe the log whatever available. Next is what, sir? Hands-on 3, creating workflow. Creating workflow. We'll try to create the workflow in tomorrow's class. 10 o'clock means 10 o'clock only, sir. Why you are coming 10:30? I'm not understanding. Sorry?